Okay, so I'm gonna continue with number 2. According to my notes, it's saying d over dx, and then by looking at the expression, we have a y. So it's not supposed to be d over dx, but it's supposed to be dy. I mean, go to the y function and differentiate in terms of x. So we have this y, x plus 1 is equals to 3x squared plus 4x plus 1. So there's no y function yet, because I'm saying go to the y function and different in terms of x, but looking at this, there's no y function yet, so it means you will have to solve for y. So here we'll have to simplify first. I'll say y is equals to the top part. If you simplify the top part, you should end up with 3x plus 1, factorizing it, and then x plus 1, and then I divide both sides by x plus 1. So if I divide this by x plus 1, the x plus 1 will cancel. Then I divide this side by x plus 1. And then if you look at this, this will cancel with that. And you have y as 3x plus 1. You must remember, I'm not differentiating yet here, I'm still simplifying. So I managed to solve for my y function. Then now I start differentiating. When I start differentiating, I will start by saying dy over dx is equals to 3. Derivative of a constant is 1, so dy over dx here, it will be 3. So I want to talk about the square root thing, the root. How do we change root? Any root. I mentioned on the last video that a square root of x is x to the power half. Where does this come from? The 1 comes from here. The 2 comes from here. A square root has a 2 by default here. So if you are given any, let's say I have 3 here, and then I have x squared. If I ask you to differentiate this, you have to put it in an exponential form first before you can even start differentiating. So this will be what? x2 over 3. So make sure you are able to change any root. If they are using any square root, third root, or fifth root, generally I could say this will be x. Let me say this is m. This will be m over n. So just make sure that you are able to change this, because you cannot differentiate if it's in this format. You need to put it in an exponential format first. So I'm gonna jump to number 4. Number 4, they're saying we must get dk over dx if x squared is equals to 20x minus 4k. So they're saying dk over dx. So it means I must solve for k. I must get a k function before I can start differentiating in terms of x. So from here, I will solve for k. I bring the 20 this side. Is equals to negative 4k. Divide everything by negative 4 so that I can be left with k only. If I divide this by negative 4, I will have what? 5x, and then I divide here by negative 4. This will be negative x squared over 4. Then this will be a plus. Please note that when you differentiate, it's not advisable to put your variable on top. So what I like to do, I will put it in this format. Instead of having x squared over 4, I will say negative 1 over 4 x squared plus 5x is equals to k. Then you can see clearly that this will be your exponent that you need to multiply it in front, meaning in front we have the negative 1 over 4. So here my dk over dx will be is equals to 2 multiplied by 1 over 4. This will be negative 1 over 2, and then the x and then this one will be just 5. Please note that I did not talk about dk over dx until I started differentiating. When I simplify, I'm not talking about dk over dx, because dk over dx, it means I'm differentiating. So I put it in a standard form first before I can even start differentiating.